What's up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. I want to talk about the public you versus the private you. And what do I mean by that? We all know that there's a certain way we act once we step out on the scene. Uh, as entertainers, we know that once we hit the stage, once we get on the mic, once the camera comes on, somebody puts a microphone in your face, lights come on, you become that character in some cases. Not everybody. Some people are just who they are. But a lot of artists, a lot of entertainers, they instantly become this persona that they've created, um, a public image, and then in private they're who they really are, whoever that is. Sometimes we know, sometimes we don't know. But it doesn't just apply to entertainers. It doesn't just apply to athletes and so-called known and famous people. It also applies to everyday people like you know, everyday people like me. Because I don't consider myself to be no star or nothing like that. I know I ain't. But there are things that and ways that we have out in the public and things that we show. I did a song called "The Me That You Don't See" a long time ago, and that's what that was about. It was just about how um, there are certain sides that we show to people, but other sides we don't. Now, the thing is, there's nothing wrong with that because there's a balance. People will say, "Well, ain't that's being fake?" No, it's not being fake. It's being guarded to a degree. It's being aware of certain aspects of your life that are not for everybody to be privy to and for them to be exposed to. It's private. There's certain things that are private. So um, there are things we do alone. We was talking about this the other day when I did the live when we were talking about people saying how they meditate and things of that nature. You're not gonna be sitting. Well, maybe somebody would, but the average person is not going to be sitting out in public, just in the parking lot, just meditating. That's something that you reserve for your private time. Um, Even in your prayers, there's certain you go to, you steal away to an area in your home and you make your prayers. That's something that's personal and private to you. And then there are other things that you do in private. You have conversations with yourself. You sort through things. You may stress out in private. You may vent in private. You just nobody in the house but you just going off and getting it out your system. Some people might even cry in private. It's just that's their process. Just to filter out a lot of the negative energy, then they get back right out in public, and they're fine. Now there is a different side to that because there are some people who are truly miserable in their private life and they come out in the public and they put on a face, and they're really not happy. That's a difference between what I was just talking about. They're just putting on a face to function in a public setting. Might be a work setting, school setting, just a social type of setting, and they don't really want anybody to know what they're going through for whatever reason. And that's okay too. But those people, they need the help. They need some kind of help, and they may not feel like some people go through things and it's like, man, I just don't want folks in my business, even though they need help. So there are sides that we show and sides that we don't show. We just have to find a comfortable balance, and have an understanding of ourselves and the healthy aspects of what you do in your private time and what you do in your public time. Now, of course, it goes deeper and darker than that, because you got people who might be, hooked on dope, hooked on drugs or whatever, and they are not open with it like some people. Some people desire to open with their drug use, but there's other people that just kind of just, hey, I only do this. Nobody even knows I do this but me. And they get their little blast on and then they come back out in public and they put their face on. So there's so many dynamics to it. You got people who are, struggling with mental health issues unchecked. mental health issues, and they struggle with it in private, but in public they fight to work through it. You know, but then you have those who are low down, conniving, snakish individuals who present themselves as being good people. You know, I'm just this good person. They put themselves out as these good people. You know, and it ain't just politicians. You know, that's the first thing come to your mind are politicians and, you know, certain um, public figures and things of that nature. No, I'm talking about everyday people who walk around acting like they just are really good people. You know, they deceive and act like they really good people, but they really are just miserable, low down snakes, snakish individual, evil, godless individual. Notice I say godless individuals, but they put on a face when their face needs to be put on. Same people that try to go get a job somewhere. Same people that try to interact in other aspects of life. Public and private personas. See? Dirty individuals. That's a darker side of it. But these people are around every day. So I'm just laying out the different dynamics and the different aspects of it because there are good sides to um, utilizing your private time and isolating just for you. And then when you step out, hey, I gotta be this, I gotta be that. And then there are times where there are things that we struggle with in our private life. But either way it goes, you know, work on what you need to work on and focus on that and try to become the best person that you can be. Then the last thing I didn't mention, you got people who are the same. These are the people I love the most. You got the people that are the same in public and private, and there's no shaking and faking about it. There's no distinction. It's like, man, this is who I am. I got homeboys like that. It's like, man, you a little bit too open. You telling me stuff I don't want to know. You giving a little bit too much information. You know, you keeping it too real. You know, but you know, I respect people like that. I respect people like that who just like, man, this is who I am. This is me. Because it is too many fake, fraudulent people who act a certain way just to make others think this is who I am. This is who I am, and that's not who you are at all. You know, and it's all right to be yourself. It's all right to be yourself. So I know I was all over the place in this video, but I hope I touched on all the different levels of it, the good and the bad, the good parts of being private and the bad parts of being private, and the good parts of carrying yourself a certain way in public and not, you know. So because as an adult, you got to know how to turn certain things on and off when you're in a public setting. You know, I've seen people in public just like uh, in the grocery store just on their phone just cussing and talking loud and crazy, and it's just that's like, man, you don't see all these people around you. They talking like they're in their house. You know, that's a time where you need to learn how to shut it off. But so it's different levels to it, man. But tell me what y'all think in the comments, man. Like and please subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch y'all with another one real soon. It's your big brother K-Rino. Peace.